Hey everyone. Yeah, it's actually me on camera with sunglasses on because I have the curtains open and it's hellaciously bright in here. So you're getting the sunglasses. Anyway, so I figured I would come on and just kind of update you on some things. And you may or may not hear Ziggy in the background. He's actually up on his little play stand right now. He might screech. Don't know. He just might. So anyway, I wanted to just kind of give you an update on how things are going with me and on something I have coming up that you've probably already seen a couple things hinting to it that I've done here recently. But, Ziggy, um, as far as my health goes, it's not really getting that much better. Since I ended up on disability, they went ahead and they changed everything around with my insurance. So, um, prescriptions were messed up for a while, which did me. Nobody seemed to know what the hell they were doing, which was even more frustrating. It's like I already don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm relying upon everybody else to know what the hell they're doing, and apparently they don't. And I ended up kind of paying the price for that. But of course, we're talking about disability, Medicare, Medicaid, all of that, all run by the government. And we all know that if anything is going to be completely foobarred, it can't be foobarred any better than if it's done by the federal government or the state government. So, but having dealt with that, my medications are getting back on track and all of that good stuff, except for one thing. Um, they don't seem to be able to figure out that the medication that I was on for my ADHD before worked wonderfully. But they took me off of it because my blood pressure got higher and my heart had a problem in the past, which it does not have right now. And it's also, I guess, a Schedule 1 drug because it's Adderall. So I only was taking like 5 milligrams of Adderall. That's all I needed to help the ADHD to get me back in to focus again and to be feeling like a normal human being. They don't want me to have it because my blood pressure is higher than they would like it to be. So, they also took me off of Wellbutrin, which was supposed to be controlling the ADHD. Now, I don't know why necessarily they decided to take me off of that, but they did. I don't remember exactly what they said. I just know that I'm feeling the effects of that now. I feel totally discombobulated. The only thing I am still taking is the medication for the depression, which with, major depressive disorder, I'm going to be on that for a while. And they've actually moved the diagnosis from major depressive disorder to persistent depressive disorder. So, which means basically if you have been feeling the symptoms of depression for longer than, I think they said 5 years. Mine is now going on, I was going to say 10, but not quite. So, anyway, so I'm still being treated for that, at least, but we haven't got the problems with the ADHD figured out yet. As for me being autistic, you really don't need medications for autism, unless it's severe, I suppose. I don't know. They told me I, had more problems with my ADHD than I had with my autism, and yet they can't get the medications for that part figured out, apparently. So, here I am. So that's where I stand right now, physically, behaviorally, all that other stuff. And one thing affects another. Now, moving on, now that I've wasted almost 5 minutes of your time, to what I'm going to be doing coming up here. Hopefully will get finished and all that good stuff. I have been working, oh gosh, Over the last 21 years, I have been working on uh, a story to turn into a novel, and now it's actually come to being a set of novels. It started off, my college roommate and I, um, back in the 80s, sat down and we're figuring out, because we were both really, really big REO Speedwagon fans at the time, so we thought, well, it'd be fun to write a fan fiction or something. We started writing this, or we started bantering about, basically. I can't say we were writing it, but we started to talk about it and, you know, banter about ideas and all of that, until we kind of figured out that the storyline itself was too good to remain just as a fan fiction story. So over the years, I started to kind of develop it more, and I've come up now with one solid novel that I actually would like to take in a different direction. While yes, I would like to have a printed work, I'm more interested in putting together an audiobook. And not just one audiobook, but a series of audiobooks. The reason why is I have found that because of, the way I am, I like to move about doing stuff all the time. Listening to an audiobook for me is an awful lot of fun. And I know for a lot of people it is, especially if you do a lot of traveling, or you're out doing things in your yard or something. You want to listen to something like an audiobook. Some people do those things. Well, I thought I would like to put together an audiobook series, and include in it some of the music that I have recently put together from Suno. And some of you may have seen something put up on my channel by Battle Cry. Battle Cry is the name of the band that is in the story. And they're not the only ones in it, but they are a major part of the story, as is another character, a female character named Samantha Wallace. And, well, I don't want to give in too much, basically. I'm just now getting things developed, fleshing things out an awful lot more so I can get to the process of getting everything written out. So it probably will take a while, but I kind of wanted to let everybody know what I was up to ahead of time with this, so that when you're seeing the things come up here and there for the audiobook, which I'll tell you an awful lot more about in the future, then you won't be so surprised. And if you like any of the songs that I have put out there, even just the ones that I put out under Imperfect Lioness, if you like those, feel free to share them with people. My point in getting a lot of this stuff done isn't to make money from it, although that would be great in the future if I could. My point behind all of it is, well, for lack of a better way to put it, to bless people. To bring a smile. And with the Battle Cry stuff, if I put it up there on YouTube, if you want to headbang to it, that's what it's there for. Okay. But I'm going to be working on this for a while. And like I said, I'll be giving you guys updates. I'll tell you where, it can be found when it's done. I haven't decided on the logistics of it, whether or not I'm going to make it a paid service. I would surely appreciate any input from any of you. Ideas that you may have, whether or not you think that something like that would work. The name of the series is called The Powers Bestowed. And so as I go through, getting things going, I'm going to probably put up a synopsis. Or I'll just come right in and I'll tell you the whole synopsis here, so that you can get an idea of whether or not you'd be interested in it. So, in the meantime, I figured I would just go ahead and take a quick 10-15 minutes to let you know what was going on. And, you know, I know not many people watch my videos. I do see the numbers. I don't know if YouTube's blocking me somehow in some way. I have no idea. But I would appreciate it if folks could give me a thumbs up, you know, um, or a thumbs down. I mean, either way, you watch the video. Um, but, uh, oh, there's Ziggy. He's over there. Ziggy travels all over the house, by the way. So sometimes I don't know where he is exactly. I'll hear him, but he's here in the front room with me, but he's looking at himself in a painted glass. And if I try to go pick him up right now, he will do what I call a beaking, where he goes on my hand like that. So I don't want a beaking today. Don't feel in the mood. So I'm, pretty much going to be working on this. I'll keep you updated on things with it. You're going to see music that I've created for it. And, I would appreciate any input you have on it, or, forwarding it on to other people, sharing it with other people. If you have a Facebook account, feel free to share it there too, You know what I mean? All right. I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching. Like I said, give me a like or subscribe if you want to keep in the loop. So anyway, with all that said, thanks for listening. Thanks for putting up with the shades, because believe me, it is bright coming through my windows. One of these days I'll have to give you guys a tour of my house. You can see just exactly how many windows I have on one side of the house. It's funny. Well, ridiculous, actually. So, anyway, I will talk to you all later. Take care. Be safe. God bless you. Bye.